They're going to reset this one before they start off. Don Burrito trying to show what he has, what it takes to kind of pull this one out. Will the light be with him? The concussion shot's going to come down. The Hand of Freedom is going to come down as well. The Viper Sting is going to connect. Will it be dispelled? They're closing the distance right now, but they're not dispelling that. It's still ticking. It's too much. It was nearly the full duration. Then one melee comes down, two melee comes down.
Wing clip, the grenade doesn't land, and we see the AGM come out.
They're going to go ahead and just bubble preemptively. They can't even break through the trinket right now. Unfortunately, they have the pet. They're still on passive right now. They're pulling him off from the bubble paladin. The scatter shot's going to come down the far. Not even the scatter shot. It's just going to feign death trap right away. They don't even need the scatter shot. They're getting full distance here at full 30, 40 yards range. They're not going for the aim shot. They're playing this one by the books. They're going to go ahead and just try to eat up right now and send their pet in. The paladin is going to heal himself up. There's going to be a concussion shot that comes down. Don Burrito down to about half HP. The heal's going to come out. The Viper Sting is going to connect. Will he dispel it? Or will this be inevitable doom for him? He's going for the pet as well.
He throws out the consecration with the Viper still up before he even cleanses it. Now look at his mana.
It's not in a good position right now.
Ask yourself if that was that the right decision?
I don't necessarily think that it was, honestly. Don Burrito's getting dangerously low right now. He's nearly in execute range if there were to be a warrior on him. He has about 1 HP left. And the first round goes to Captain.
And Captain just basically played that shit really casual. He was playing for mana. And, I mean, you saw what happened. One bad consecrate, and it just leveled his mana pool. And then auto shots for the win.
This is going to be a best of 3. Honestly, I was thinking about for the semifinals making it a best of 5 as well. I think for semifinals and finals, maybe we'll do best of 5. Spice it up just a little bit, give those players that extra chance. The dueling flag is going to come down. There's still the skeleton here. I think it was summoned out pretty preemptively. This frost trap is going to go down. The hammer of justice goes down onto the pet. They're going for the pet after, or instead. The concussion is still on him, but they're walking towards the hunter here. The scatter shot's going to come down. Are they going to have to put a fray in death trap? They are. They're going to get the distance and restart and try to take down this paladin. The hunter's mark comes down, and they get their max range. They're just going for the pet. They might just go for the pet. I don't know if it's the right way to do this or not. The grenade is going to come down. It's going to connect. Paladin has the Viper Sting on him. They're down to about half HP right now. Are they going to dispel themselves?
From Captain Pops and Terrence there. Worth noting, the pet's still alive, and, well, pushback's coming in the scatter.
The scatter comes down.
There comes the instant bubble off the trap. The trap did, in fact, land, but now it's just a question of, okay, well, what do I do about this? It looks like he's just going for a reset. Yeah, he's going to bandage here.
Bubble down.
The bubble's going to go down. He's reverting back to trying to kill the pet. It's getting very low, but I don't know if it's too little, too late. The hunter is controlling their pet very carefully.
Comes out on the pet in a desperation move of some sort. Repentance comes out. There is some damage coming in, but
this is truly unfortunate. Don is in a rough position. He's using the Hand of Freedom on himself to try to close the distance onto the hunter right now. The Viper Sting is going to come down, taking away on their mana. The scatter shot comes down. The feign death, the trap afterwards, getting the distance. But it's going to the Viper Sting is going to dispel our get rid of the trap quite quickly. The Lay on Hands is going to come down. Captain at about 40% HP. This is not over yet.
This is exactly why you play this matchup this way. Captain recognized that Lay on Hands was still an option, so he's been playing it strictly by the book the entire time. He anticipated this mostly. And because look at the position that he's in. He is still maintaining a lead, even through Lay on Hands right there. The pet's almost dead, but
I feel like, honestly, this is going to Captain. Captain is going to take the second win here. And you're right, Pat.
Shit out of that. That was good.
He played safe the whole time, and rightfully so, because with that Lay on Hands, anything could have happened at that point. You know, he didn't have very much mana to work with, but you know, neither did Captain. It could have been either person's game. Captain will go on to the next round. All right, this is going to be the next round. Tips versus Chance. Who is going to reign supreme? I am really looking forward to this fight. I don't know what I'd imagine it's going to be a Druid versus a Warrior matchup.
Druid v Warrior.
Let's see if they're ready. Let Tips focus. He doesn't want to lose this one. Good luck to both players. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped,
Tips.
chat.
All right, well, I gotta get a quick look at Tips out setup real quick. Okay.
What's his setup? Let me check.
It's sick. No, he's right. Yeah. He knows exactly what class he's playing into, which is exactly what he has to do.
Oh shit! Do I need to teleport Soda to us as well? Chance, do you need a summon? Oh no, they're right here. Going with the Arena Grandmaster Trinket and the Medicine Pouch equipped and ready to go. This is going to be round 1. Titans clashing in the arena. Reigning all the way from Darnassus. Chance.
We'll see again, we'll see. We might start to see. We've already seen now different items being used.
The Pounce is going to come out. The Rake is afterwards. The Moonfire is going to be put down in the Insect Swarm as well. The Mortal Strike is going to come down onto Chance right now, but the Bark Skin is out as well. He's using the Medicine Pouch, so it's going to be mitigated just a little bit in terms of the heals. The Bear Form is going to come out, and then Rage afterwards. The Istil Bark Skin is still ticking away. The Moonfire comes out, the Bash is still on. Tits out as well. The Nitro Swarm is going to be still on. Then they're using the Rocket Boots. They're trying to get away from Chance right now. They're trying to get in a position where they're able to actually bandage back up, but I don't know if Chance is going to allow it. He might end up fleeing the duel. Chance is chasing him right into the crowds. He says, I don't care where you go, I will be coming for you. Tips out, charges back into Chance. Chance getting down to about 50% HP. Mortal Strike is on them.
Comes in, hamstring also applied, but Nature's Grasp does come out.
Oh!
And again, he saves it. It's basically at this point just a luxury because the healing touch comes in, crushing the hopes and dreams of Tips out.
Good try, mates. Good try, mate. It was a good duel. I respected the strategy. He was trying to get out of combat, trying to get in a situation where he was able to either eat up or bandage if the dots would fall off, but there wasn't an opportunity. And Soda was able to kind of close the distance and put the dots back out into Tips, and he was not able to bandage up like he wanted to.
Yeah, honestly, that was very well played. It's a very difficult matchup for the Warrior. That is an understatement to say it like that.
The duel is going to be placed again. The flag comes down. Do they need to reset? They are going to reset this one. They're going to open up with the Pounce. They put the Rip down afterwards, the Rake down afterwards. The Rip is going to come out as well. Bone Reaver's Edge has been procced once. The Moonfire is going to connect onto Tips right now as he just keeps pumping out the melees. Soda gets caught out of potentially of the Beast Form. The Bear Form is going to be caught out of the Beast Form. The Mortal Strike is on him. They move into Bear Form. They have the Furbog Medicine Pouch.
As well. Mortal Strike is still up for another 5 seconds right now, but he doesn't even matter.
It was close. It was volatile. In the end, Chance is going to take the 2-0 versus Tits out. So that is going to be Chance moving on to the next round. Good duel. Good duel. They're doing another one. They could do another one as a showmanship match if they wanted to. There is going to be another duel happening right now. Best of 9. Best of 9.
Best of 9. Okay, here we go. I'd love to see it myself.
They're going to open again. The Pounce is going to get resisted. They do put the Rake down. They put the Insect Swarm afterwards and the Moonfire as well. Tits out, down to about 75% HP. Soda just preemptively putting down the Nature's Grasp. He's putting down the Medicine Pouch. He charges back in. He puts down the Moonfire as well. He puts the Rejuvenation on. Intercept is going to come out. Tits out down to about 50% HP. Tidal Charm going down on his student. Sapper is going to hit as well. Tits out, getting him dangerously low.
War Stop lands. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Oh,
There are
he
times
was.
when you ask yourself, am I playing Orc or not? And that is one of those times. What a war stomp there. Could have been any. Oh, and the grenade comes out at the end of the duel.
The grenade, the displeasure, showing them the crowd just how they feel about it. Good duel. The next one is
indeed.
the next one's going to be Big Papi versus Babka. Round 1. Fight. Who is going to win this one? Let's go, Babka! Babka versus Big Papi. He's going to open up with the sap right now. The Fire Ward has been used. Opening up onto the mage here. The Chief Shot's going to come down. They blink instantly. There's going to be a title put down onto Babka, and they're going to use the polymorph to reset things here. Babka gets out of it immediately. Opens back up onto Big Papi.
Big fucking dick damage right there. Holy shit.
Oh.
That Sapper in before Ice Block said Babka.
They tried to.
One zip.
They're going to have to reset the cooldowns. That ice block came just a little bit too late. Babka's just playing so aggressively here tonight, ready to take that win in round 1.
Dominated him. Yeah, no, 100%. He knew exactly how much damage he could do.
Babka versus Big Papi. Round 2. Fight. The sap comes out. Fire Ward has been used. He dances.
Hits him with the BM, and we love to see it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Opens up with the cheap shot. Blinking away immediately. Title Charm jumps down onto the mage. The ice block is going to be used. They're using the cold snap, potentially being able to reset some of the cooldowns. The kidney shot's going to, or the cheap shot's going to come out. They get out of it. The kidney shot comes out afterwards. They blink out of it. Well, the rocket boots are on, and the ignite is on Babka right now as the fire blast does crit from downtown. The grenade is going to hit. The blind is going to hit afterwards. The Furwind Menace and Pouch is going to heal up the mage just a little bit. The arcane explosion comes out with the kidney shot is going to connect. What is the mage going to do? The freeze is going to proc Babka, putting out the gouge, and he takes it. Babka with the 2-0.
Owned. Yeah, played super aggro. Owned. You want to play that. If you feel like, hey, if you want to play aggro like that, and you can go 2-0, stick with it. You're owning. Clearly, Babka's got a rhythm.
Yeah, he does. He just has been playing so aggressively. I feel like the rogues that we've been seeing play tonight have been so aggressive, and you gotta love it. You absolutely gotta love it. And sometimes you see the more passive play style with more sips.
I love super aggressive rogue duels.
Yeah,
the rogue really. Yeah, I totally hear what you're saying there.
With the offensive, they're using the Skull of Impending Doom and just all inning with everything they have, trying to even use both vanishes just to get out like a couple of ambushes or a couple of cheap shots. The next matchup is going to be Rikta versus Burger Brain. Nice, we got Rikta in here. This is a best of 3, everybody. The server is called PvP Henhouse. Burger Brain versus Rikta. Alright, I think I'm going to go to my other playlist now. Alright, re-stealthing. Opening up onto Rikta.
We got Pally here, man, and Paladin just hasn't had a good tournament turnout.
No, it hasn't. Even with the lay on hands, you often hear.
We do see, yeah, and we do see the rogue right now.
We often get a little bit of grief in chat for the lay on hands as well.
Yeah, well, and you see how just players know how. After a while, you just start to learn to play around all these cooldowns. So you see how he's taking his time to decide how he wants to deal with different cooldowns that he knows that he's going to have to go up.
They're just getting those combo points, Milk. You've been seeing this a fair bit tonight. They get aggressive, but every once in a while they just start the fight with a couple of these little openers.
Yeah, you just got to start patient. Exactly.
They get the expose armor out, and they just take advantage of this this sap cheap shot reset for a couple of times, and then they get hyper aggressive once they get that expose armor down. Now they are going to open back up, and in what way? The sap is going to come out once again. He might be just playing completely safe here. They open up with the cheap shot. It's going to get resisted. They're putting the kidney. Oh, there's a grow, not a cheap shot. They're down, putting a kidney shot down afterwards, making sure the rupture is on him, vanishing. The sapper is not going to connect, but it's going to connect from the rogue. The holy light comes out. They have no time for it. They bubble and just put the Hodge down.
Wow.
The holy light's going to come down. They're going to vanish afterwards.
Vanish. There it is. Yep. Exactly what he needed right there. Boom. The absolute second that Divine Shield fell off there was that.
Well timed on their part. They got the bandage out. They're opening back up on Rikta. The cheap shot's going to come down. They're down to about 30% HP. There's going to be a hitting shot afterwards. They're getting out of it immediately. Rikta with the turnaround, taking round one despite all of the precision from Burger Brain, playing exactly how they needed to. Rikta takes the win in the end.
Yeah, that's a bitch. Figure out how to do more damage.
You sly son of a bitch. Let's do more damage, 3-head. Well, let's see if they're able to just do a little bit more damage as Burger Brain is trying to take this win here and bring it back. It's for all the marbles, potentially, is the sap is going to come down. They put the cheap shot down, just gaining those combo points. We didn't necessarily see a situation where there's exposed armor the last round. I didn't remember necessarily seeing that. I'll summon you right after this round, friend. They're going to open back up onto the rogue right, or they're amped up the panel. The cheap, the kidney shot's going to come down. The sappers afterwards. Rikta getting very low. The bubble is going to come out.
Comes out, but he is two. Wait, nobody gets caught up on the sapper after his first vanish. There's two vanishes.
That cost him 2 vanishes, Milksteak. I don't know if that's going to be something that's going to cost him the match, but I certainly think there's a good chance it might.
Man. No, I do think that he might have an opportunity here.
The sapper caught him, and it's 2 vanishes. It's just too much. Rikta still has things like lay on hands under his belt. This rogue is going to have to play out of his mind.
Right now, though, he has no divine shield. He has 1 blind.
Yeah, he does have the blind. No exposed armor down. The rogue at about 70%, about 60% HP here.
Pally at about 40% mana.
Yeah, ticking up slowly with that MP5. The sap is going to come out.
Something. Yeah, exactly.
He's starting it over again. He's going with the cheap shots. He's trying to build the combo points up. Maybe he'll put exposed armor. Rikta's eating. Oh, I like this a lot. This distract stops him.
Yep. Because he knows that mana bar is basically his. There it is, and we see the opener. Tidal Charm been used.
Blind.
Tidal Charm has been used. Blind is as well. This rogue is just trying to play ever so carefully. Can they get the bandage on themselves as well? The Stone Form is going to come out. No blind is going to be able to take place.
Big.
Very big. Opening back up onto Rikta here. How will they do it? He's playing this one so carefully. I cannot blame him. This is potentially the last match.
Yes. Yes.
He wants this to go to 3. Opening back up with the cheap shot onto Rikta here. There's going to be the hand of protection that Rikta has as well because enough time has passed. They're putting the holy light down on themselves. The grenade is going to come out. It is going to connect.
It connects.
Can he get the re-stealth?
Here, but he does get titled.
The melee's come down. The gouge is going to come down as well. Rikta just putting them down to about 30% health, a little bit more. The hand of wrath, or the hammer of wrath is going to come out. They are opening back up onto Rikta here. They do not have the use of the kidney shot. They're getting dangerously low. They're not even needing. They don't even need the hammer of wrath. They're going to take the victory anyway. Good duel, Rikta. Moving on to the next round.
That's a tough one, man.
The next match is Vantu versus Captain Bobster. Oh, yes, you certainly can, Ameta. I got you right now, friend. Dot summon. Oops, I accidentally almost unmuted myself. Summon. Boom. Summon Goose. Oops, I tried to do that in my Twitch chat. Not going to work there. Summon. Dot summon. Can you summon sheep? I certainly can. Dot summon sheep. That's a hard matchup. That's a hard matchup. always like to be good about always promoting the content creators in the chat that are participating as well. If you want to see more content from Captain Bobster here, drop him a follow. Great hunter. Babka. Let me get Babka. They just dueled as well. Babka's another wonderful rogue. If you want to check out the rogue content from Babka, the aggressive rogue, give them a follow as well. This is a good opportunity for that. Big Papi, another content creator, mage content creator. Always like to promote our fellow content creators that are pumping out content and making these dueling tournaments all the more special. And Rikta as well. Can't forget Rikta. The dueling tournament is going to start. I'm going to get more links in the chat afterwards. This is going to be Captain versus Van2. Van2 is actually switching over to the Shaman. I think they were playing Hunter last time. They did quite good at it.
Yeah, swap over to Shaman here. Shadow Meld finding some value pretty early here. Frost Shock recognizes it, pulls it back. Said, fuck it. Let me just scatter.
The scatter shot comes down. They're going to feign death.
And yeah, the trap does land. So there you go. Melee's good for him. Yep.
Uses the rapid fire. Putting the full aim shot, multi-shot down onto Van2 here. Making sure they actually, I think they were using the Frost Ward or Frost Reflector there just in case the Shaman tried to do anything in terms of the Frost Shock. The Lightning Bolt's going to go down onto the pet. They're going for the pet kill, actually. The heal goes down onto Van2. The Aspect of the Wild is live to reduce some of that potential, be more resistant to Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning. The grenade is going to come down. It's not going to connect. The Scatter Shot is going to come down. Is there going to be a Feign Death Trap? I don't think they did in time. The Tidal Charm goes down onto Captain. The Lesser Healing Wave will come out. Captain.
Jam as well from Captain there.
Yeah, that's going to keep him quite healthy.
On it doesn't matter. Furblog also comes out. Jesus.
And I actually am not sure. Are those magical effects that you can dispel? I'd imagine potentially, but I'm not actually sure.
But the AGM, in fact, can be purged. It just simply hasn't. And now we see again. That was a great grenade there as well by Van. Another scatter comes out though.
Scatter comes out. The Feign Death Trap does afterwards. They're going to create this distance for themselves, but Captain is very low on mana, but so is Van2. Van2 just being a little bit more dominant in terms of where his mana is. Captain knows that he needs to take advantage of this trap right now, and he's drinking up. Is Van2 going to do the same thing? He puts the heal down on himself. He tries to close the distance.
The opportunity. Yep.
Can he Frost Shock?
What does he do about this? He can't really do anything. His PvP trinket's not up. He is cleansing himself, but the spam's going to be real. Another scatter comes in, and Captain's just really just wearing him down.
Captain melees the grounding totem, actually. But the trap resists anyway. Captain is going to use the net. Get about 30 to 40 yards.
He has literally no mana. It's going to be, he's going to auto-shot him to death right here.
I think you're right. I think you're right, mate. Boom. That is going to be round one to Captain. Well fought by both players. Let me summon Zulp here as well. Oh shit, my whispers disappeared. Oh, there we go. Summon Zulp. Summon Zulp. Why didn't it work? There we go. Oh, they're offline. Dot summon Zulp. Boom, got it. Dot summon Rogue Dog. Alright, cool. So, Ratfish as well? I certainly can. Everybody's hanging out tonight. It's absolutely insane. It's going to be another match here between Van2 and Captain. The Thorium Grenade is going to come out. Will it connect? He canceled it. The Concussion Shot is going to proc, but he's not getting much damage out of it. The Grounding Totem is going to come out. Will it mitigate any spells right now, or will it just kind of flop there? It is going to get killed by the Hunter's Pet. It looked like the Scatter Shot is going to come down. The Feign Death Trap will afterwards. Van2 getting low. They're at about 70% HP right now. The Hunter is putting a full aim shot down. The multi-shot is live as well. And the aim shot, multi-shot, rapid fire is still on them. But are they going to kill the Pet? What do you think they're going to do here, Pet?
AGM comes out from the Shaman. NS Healing Wave has also come out. Pet's about less than half. Pet's actually looking really low. It looks like he's actually going to kill the Pet right here, but it doesn't die. He pulls it back, and he knocks down the totem. So this is pretty big. That's a lot of mana he spent on chain lightning there to try and kill that pet, and it did not die. So we might effectively just see a reset.
The Hunter's taking care of their pet quite well. The Arcane Shot, maybe even Arcane Shot rank 1, the Grounding Totem. Their pet still hasn't died yet, and I feel as though the Shaman has expended a fair amount of resources in order to do so. The heal is going to come down on their pet.
We are seeing some regen here, so right now it's difficult to say, but Shadow Meld's also going to make things a little bit more difficult for him here.
I agree with you. I feel it's one of those underestimated racials to some degree in dueling and in world PvP. The Shaman just trying to gain resources back. They do have the frost resistance down. They have the mana spring out.
Goes in, pops the AGM, and I'm questioning that, but perhaps he's anticipating a max rank, which he did, but it was on the pet. It was not on him. So this AGM is effectively doing nothing for him right now.
The Viper Sting comes out as well, and it's taking to its fullest extent. There was no Poison Cleansing Totem anywhere. They didn't dispel themselves. The Scatter Shot's going to come down. The multi-shot aim shot is potentially just the aim shot auto. The Thorium Grade comes out, but it is not going to connect. It's going to go round 2 to Captain.
Yep.
The next round is Champagne Papi versus Jestrah.
Pretty good couple duels, dude.
Yeah, very good duels so far today.
Pretty good duels, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to who can win this one. It was a pretty good amount of players as well. I feel like we almost had more for this one than the last one, honestly.
I just like this. The guild name policy on this server is fantastic. It's my favorite.
I didn't have guild names shown, but maybe that's just one of those gems that I'm missing out on.
Oh, you gotta. Yeah, there's some real creative ones. They're great.
Hey, Silithus, thank you for that Twitch Prime subscription. You only get one of those a month, so I'm honored you choose OG Jeffrey for just that. Cheers, mate.
Slow walks up to him, says hello.
There is going to be the duel starting. They're putting the Fire Ward down on themselves. They're eating food once again. Is the polymorph started? The duel has started. The polymorph is going to come out. They're creating a distance for themselves.
Yep, Skull of Impending Doom not equipped. We saw the Stormwind shield. We do see a handful of cooldowns come out from the Mage here. Fire Ward also. We do see the Frost Reflector come in.
I thought that would have reflected. It was close to reflecting it. The Fireball is
going there's the Divine Shield. That had to happen there. So now the question is, well, there's still a lot that you can do, especially knowing that they don't have Skull. You can just reset whenever the fuck you want. ZHC comes out from the Holy Pally.
Are they going to get the resheep off? They're creating a distance for themselves. They have the Ice Barrier once again. There is going to be a polymorph, and they instantly just start bandaging themselves afterwards, kind of getting into the near the crowd just a little bit here in the chaos of things. The Mage is just kind of keep the distance right now. They're putting the polymorph on them one more time. The DR is going to be close here. Maybe that was only the second one. It might have reset from before. It probably did. The full Frostbolt's going to come down. A full Frostbolt once again. The Paladin still has a lay on hands, but that's about all they have left, and they have a lot of mana to work with, but there is still a silence on the Mage's part. They blink out of the Hodge immediately and restart the combat.
Yep. Freedom's still up, though, so the slow doesn't exactly matter as much as the damage, and it is enough, actually, to take him out.
That was the lay on hands. I thought maybe it was the end of the duel, but it was actually a lay on hands. There's going to be another polymorph that goes out onto the Paladin. The evocation is going to come down. They want to play this one safely.
Oh shit! I got debated by that as well. Oh my god!
I was looking down at my duels just to make sure. I wasn't sure exactly what happened.
This shit's still going. Okay.
Yeah. The full Frostbolt goes down. The Paladin knows that there's nothing they can do. They plop on the Freedom. They're still going to try either way, but I think they know it's over. The grenade is going to connect from the Mage's part onto the Paladin. The full Frostbolt and the Fire Blast are going to get cycled in. The Hammer Justice is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough. It is going to be a silence onto the Paladin, and just an Arcane Missiles finishes him off, and round one goes to El Chapo.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty crazy.
There's a lot of hate for the lay on hands rule, but it feels as though it's been. We still have yet to see a paladin win any of our dueling tournaments ever.
Paladins are underperforming right now in this sort of, like I said. So
they've never won a dueling tournament, and so we're just trying to figure out the best possible rule set to see a variety of players at the top 3. I know, though, sometimes rules might not make sense sometimes, but we're trying to find the best rule set for the most competitive tournament in a sense. It's not perfect, though. We have a lot we can still do to make it better.
Certainly not, yeah. But it is a work in progress, and it also helps a lot when you guys give us feedback.
Oh, so. Yeah. We have channels in the Discord for feedback. We're always welcome to the feedback. Whenever we'll have rule days where we just sit there talking about the rules and, vote on certain things. And, we always love the input from the crowd. The duel is going to start.
Bubble down.
Wow.
I was rambling.
This is one of those. I really wish I had an instant replay. I saw 3 global cooldowns in GG.
It was quick.
Blind.
It was quick. I was rambling away about the rules, and before I knew it, before I got into the thick of things.
He just said, let me wrap this up real quick. Own.
This is going to be 2 for, I think it was Champagne. Yep, Champagne. Submit scores. All right, the next duel is going to be Goose versus Chance. Goose versus Chance. Let's see who ends up taking the cake on this one.
Rogue v Druid?
Yep, Rogue v Druid. Now, this is 2 stealth classes, so I would imagine we take turns with the opener. Is normally how you do it. And they could even, if they wanted to, they could slash roll to see who gets the first opener if they'd like to. Or is it, I forgot if it was Rogue just gets the opener always, or if since they're both stealth classes, you take turns. I actually should know that.
That's something I think that since we don't know, we ought to just let the players decide.
Let the players decide. You guys can do it however you'd like to. So we have a couple of options. You can slash roll to see who gets open first. If Soda wants to, he can go bear form and let the Rogue have the opener. I'm not actually sure how that should go in most situations. You can have the. Oh, he's giving them the opener. Soda is giving them the opener. Very honorable. And that might even be how it goes. I'm not exactly certain. You'd think as a rule maker I would remember these sort of things, but yeah, you can't be perfect. Soda's going to let him get the opener right now. They are preemptively in bear form here. The cheap shot's going to come out onto Chance. What are they going to do about it? Is this kidney shot going to come down afterwards? The title charm goes down onto him, and he's still in bear form. He didn't get caught out of that. He is going to put the bash down on himself. He puts the rejuvenation down, heals himself up. The Fury Fire is on Goose right now. The Insect Swarm is as well. The Moonfire is going to connect. Soda going right back into the bear form right at the last second. The Abolish Poison is on himself. In case the blind comes out, he knows what he needs to do in this matchup. The Moonfire goes down onto Goose. The Thorium Grenade is not going to connect onto Chance here. He goes back into bear form and puts the melees down onto Goose. Goose does have the Insect Swarm, the Moonfire, and the Fairy Fire all on
comes out as well as a safety measure. Yep.
Oof. Oof. Sturdy. It's dirty. Showing that not only is he a big streamer on Twitch as well, but he's a big player in terms of skill as well. This is the first time I've had the privilege of watching Soda duel in one of these tournaments, and I hope it's not the last because I got to tell you, I enjoyed that. There's going to be another opener right now. The cheap shot's going to go down on a Chance right now. What is he going to do afterwards? Will we see a kidney shot follow-up? They're still in bear form, so they're not being put down in terms of HP total too much. The full kidney shot's going to come down in about 2 seconds left. They're going to be about half HP. The Explorer's armor is on them as well. There's going to be a bash put onto the Rogue. The Fairy Fire is as well. Chance just jumping away using the Furblog Medicine Pouch to try to heal themselves out. This title charm is going to connect. They use the AGM Trinket. They're going to use a Bark Skin as well. They do have the Abolished Poison on themselves, so the blind isn't going to necessarily take place right now. Sort of getting dangerously low. Nature Swift just heals himself back up. The blind comes out, but it's too little too late. The Abolished Poison is up. The War Stomp is going to connect.
War Stomp as well lands. And just between the bashes and the War Stomps, really just laying it down.
putting the pain down onto this poor rogue. They're going to vanish, but it's too little too late. Chance is going to take the 2-0.
Both duels, both bashes landed. Duel 2 lands a War Stomp on top of it. Just brutal. And then capitalized on it. 100%. Played it.
Perfect. Absolutely.
He's running Orc.
Absolutely wonderful. Ah, damn. Perfectly. I don't have any critique. The one was crazy. You don't always see the abolished poison ran so consistently when they need to versus those matchups that put the poisons down. But you saw it at all points during those duels. Abolish was down when it needed to be down, and it got him out of a blind, which could have been the difference.
That was good. I think that there's just it just shows that there's a lot of practice that he's put into that matchup.
And this is going to be Hippy versus DeadlyHeath. Two friends from the chat here. DeadlyHeath, are you prepared to fight? I'm not sure exactly which class they are. He is actually a rogue, so it's going to be rogue versus rogue. If they wanted to, they can slash roll to see which one gets the first opener. Hippy says you can open. They both say you can open. Holy shit, we got gentlemen in the chat. The duel comes out. Opening up onto Hesley here. The cheap shot comes out. Down to half HP already. The sapper is going to connect as well. The kidney shot's going to come out in full. 4 seconds. Are they going to die? The blind is going to come out. Absolutely global.
Handled. Yep.
There's nothing. What could have Hesley done? Was
Handled.
Just too many crits?
Too far behind. Too far behind.
The second duel comes out. This is going to be the opener for our friend Hesley here. Opening up on Hippy. The cheap shot comes out. Down to about half HP already. Will they use a sapper? No, there's going to be a vanish from Hippy instantly. The cheap shot comes out in reversal. The sapper's going to come out afterwards. The kidney shot in full at 5 seconds.
Holy shit.
That's big.
Ballsy kidney.
Nah. Good game. Good game. Hippy with the clean, fast 2-0. The next match is going to be Dwayne versus Babka.
Babka have been playing out of his mind, dude.
Jiggy, I do not know which spec Chance is playing. I want to say it's I think it's a Feral Resto balance hybrid, going into Feral charge, going into Feral just enough to get Feral charge, and then going into Resto enough to get Nature Swiftness, and then the rest in balance, but I could be wrong. Can I get moved there, Zulace? You certainly can. /zoo .tele or .summon. If anyone needs a summon here, feel free to let me know. A rogue versus rogue matchup. If I would have paid enough attention, I would have deliberately not made rogues so close to each other in this dueling tournament. But it was just I randomly put the seeds in. I tried to go as fast as possible. So certain oversights on my part. They can roll to see who goes first. Oh, so they're just going to agree to who opens first. Babka's opening up with a cheap shot right now, trying to find him down to a half HP. The kidney shot comes down afterwards. Is the sapper going to come out? It is. Just absolutely global. Is that what we're going to see? I feel like we've done some other rogue versus rogue matchups in the past, and it wasn't necessarily constantly these globals on each other. It's crazy. Are we going to see that exact same thing out here from P-Hop onto Babka, or will he be able to just kind of reverse this? You know, the cheap shot comes down onto Babka. They vanish immediately. I don't know if that was the right call or not. They try to vanish again. They vanish again.
Oh! Title doesn't matter. He ties it up.
I ate my words.
My prediction for this was 2-0 Babka, and I am mistaken now. Both rogues.
I think down. In the past we've done they look for each other in the third round as Papega as that sounds, but I have no idea.
We get into the realm of now we're talking about Orc into Gnome. But with the burst that I just saw, it's almost becomes an irrelevant factor.
I
Well,
think
we will see. We will see. We do have a game 3 right now.
I
Both players.
what do you think,
been able
Milkshake?
to lay. Dude, both
They
these
look for
guys
each
are
other?
fucking laying the pipe, dude.
Oh, the
Yeah, they're
sapper!
going- Get them out.
Babka decided for us there. He puts the sapper down. He did stealth, so this is all fair in love and war here. Both players did stealth. I wasn't sure how to do that last one. They decided for me. The cheap shot's going to come down. They're going to just keep pumping out the energy. The kidney shot's going to keep put down afterwards. It's enough. Babka takes the win. Good duel.
We have a 3-game series of who gets the opener, boys.
Good duel.
It was pretty good. Yeah, both players played super aggressive.
Sapper's loud. Sapper's loud. 3 to 5. I'm fine with that. If those players want to do it and they want to open with, if they just want to keep going and do 3 to 5, I'm totally down.
You guys want to do another? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Opening up onto Babka here. The sheep shot's going to come down, instantly jumping out of it. They are going to be using the living action potion here and bandaging themselves up.
Yeah, lab is it's cool in Rogue versus Rogue.
Yeah, in Rogue versus Rogue, they're allowed to use the lab, and I think it was the Rogue versus Warlock as well. But I'd have to double check on the rule list. Well, we don't even have any Warlocks in this tournament though. He's going to just go ahead and just put the cheap shot down once again and restart everything, putting the kidney shot down as well. The blind is going to come out.
The issue is here is that he basically doesn't have to worry about a resist. So
Yeah.
he can plan much more effectively.
Yeah.
What he's gonna do next.
I agree with him, Pat. I feel like the Orc matchup is definitely dominant here.
But here comes the burst, right? If we can see some burst here, then that's irrelevant.
He bandages himself up. The Vanish is going to come down. They're going to just cheap shot immediately. I didn't know if they lagged or what happened at the end there, but they didn't re-stealth. The kidney shot's going to come down afterwards. Getting dangerously low. Babka takes the win.
One kidney shot. Yep.
GG. That's 3. That's 3. So that is going to be a Babka victory regardless there. GG's. It was fast. Certain things for like the big dueling tournament that we're doing in the future, I believe we even did something like we're considering like Rogue versus Rogue, no orcs or something like that. That didn't actually determine the outcome of these though. I'd say the Sapper was the big one. The next fight is going to be between Justin and Stormax. Should be a good duel. Justin and Stormax.
Oh, this should be good. Yeah.
This might have been one we've seen earlier, potentially, but it was a 1-2, I think.
Is Storm still on Druid, or is he on Shaman for this?
I'm not actually sure what he ended up doing. Stormax playing Druid. He's either Druid or Shaman. We've seen him on both in the past couple dueling tournaments. Is there any prize? No, Luscious, there's not any prize in this one. This was just an on-the-fly for fun tournament. There's going to be a tournament for money, and there'll be a even more defined rule set that's already there, and we're gonna update it and make it even better in terms of what's there for rules before we wanted to add just a couple of more and fine-tune them. Gotta be careful because I feel like if I get too many, you're gonna upset some. If you don't have enough, you know, you're gonna see the same classes at the top. It's a hard thing to try to balance properly. Good duels, Bathrobe Dwayne. Stormax might be Mia. We might want to go. We might go to the next fight, potentially here. Although I can shout out. This is a good opportunity to shout out people that are putting out content as well. Babka was the last rogue in this dueling tournament. This is a good time for me to pub everybody that dueled recently.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
Bathrobe Dwayne was the other rogue that was playing here in the chat. Let me link them as well. Well, let's see who else. Stormax. Rikta. The paladin of the tournament. Our local paladin friend. Furwind. Really great hunter.
Hippy is a streamer too.
Hippyzilla.
So, yes. So I've been whispered.
Do we have their Twitch?
I did not.
It's Hippyzilla in the chat. Let me link that as well. I don't think that Hunters was actually FRRY Wind, unfortunately. Hippyzilla. All of these great content creators that are doing this big as well wouldn't be the same without them. ChemDog TV, another one. All these great content creators in here. Captain Bobster as well. Big Papi. All these people very worth checking out. Drop a follow. Check them out as well. Do I still have captains? Captains as well. Of course, Tips Out Baby. You guys know Tips Out as well. All right. Good. Okay. Whew. Summon Rahman one last time. I can do that. Summon. And then we'll get this party started. Sorry, guys. I always really want to pub the homies that have kind of taken their time out of their schedule to come hang out with us, and the other fellow content creators that are amazing at what they do. I always like pubbing their streams as well. I want to try to get even more efficient when these duelers are happening. Do you able to promote those at the same time? No, I agree. Another check. That's exactly why I avoided that. For sure. I 100% agree. This is going to be Justin versus Stormax right now. Round 1. I can, Goose.
So we have it.
I can get a couple summons out before this duel starts, I think.
Ice lockdown. Blind.
This is going to be Justin versus Storm here. Let's see if they finish, and the Frost Nova is going to come out. It's not going to connect. The Moonfire, Insect Swarm, Rake, and Rip are on them right now. As long as the Pounce cooldown still, or the Pounce bleed still, they're going to put a Palm Pyro, but they instantly mitigate it with the Nature Swiftness and the full heal of Nature's Healing Touch right now. Charging back into Justin. Justin blinks out of it, tries to get the range. They put the Mana Shield back on themselves, but those dots are ticking away. They try to put the full Fireball on, but I don't think there's time to. They get out of range. Justin needs resources back, but I don't think he's going to be able to get any health back because those dots are on him. That grenade is going to connect, and Storm might finish him off with the Wrath. They're trying to poly there. They go into bear form. They get out of it immediately. The Innervate is going to be keeping them in a healthier total. Finished off by the Moonfire.
Innervate just doing work there. Yep. Full duration Innervate.
No, the Pyroblast just didn't do very much damage there. They would have loved to do. They would have loved for it to do a lot more, honestly. It would if it would have crit, maybe that would have made the difference. But it's hard to say. The Nature Swiftness is such a good counter to that. They open up with the Pounce. They put the Rake down. They put the Rip down as well. The Moonfire is going to be hit onto Justin, and there's going to be a Palm Pyro putting Storm down to about half HP. The Fire Blast is going to hit afterwards, a full Fireball, but it's not going to be a finish. The charge comes out, interrupting that. The Frenzied Regeneration is going to keep them much healthier. The Medicine Pouch will help them out as well. Storm down to about half HP, but Justin down to about a third of their HP. Healing back up. Stormax slowly but surely with the Rejuvenation. Full Fireball coming out from Justin. The grenade from downtown, they're going to blink out of it immediately. The Moonfire is on Justin right now. They're getting very low. The Inswag Storm is on them too. Storm charging in onto the maze right now. The Thorium Grenade is going to connect onto Storm. The Cone of Cold will hit afterwards, and this counter spell will stop Storm from doing too much. Arcane Explosion once. Arcane Explosion twice. Frost Nova is coming out.
Right now, but NS, and again, NS, just a death sentence here for Justin. War Stomp misses. Not taking. And he does do a good job of stepping out of that War Stomp, but even then, he saved NS till he absolutely needed it, and it was devastating.
They did well there. You know, they were coming back. They got Storm in a vulnerable position in terms of HP. They put the silence down, but they were able to finish them off, and that's going to be 2-0 for Stormax. This next duel is going to be Rahman versus Rikta. I sure can, Seven. Can Palm Pyromage win versus Druid? We have seen it before. Sorry, that's not the actual bracket. That's an old bracket. Here's the bracket right here. I should be a less scuffed streamer and update that every time, honestly. Dueling Flag is going to come down. Rahman versus Rikta. How will Rahman open? Is he going to go for the whole, sap? The cheap shot comes down. They're opening right onto Rikta. They're not going to expose armor. They're just trying for that damage right off the bat. Rikta putting the melee swing down onto Rahman. The gouge is going to come out.
There.
The expose is out.
Come out. Crippling also. Blood Fury coming in from Rahman. Freedom coming out from Rikta.
Oh!
Title devastated him there.
It happened just so fast at the end there. He put the one melee down. He put the two melee down. I don't know if he's necessary. Maybe he's a Reckoning Paladin potentially, but because there was so many swings that happened to come out there, it seemed as though they were, because there was like 4 to 5 melees back to back,
yep.
and Rahman they just added up.
Rahman just got fucking owned by Title Charm.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens this duel.
He's going to potentially use a mana. Maybe he'll want to drink up potentially before this next fight. Not quite full. Closing in on the Paladin here. The sap is going to come down. The Sheep Shot is going to afterwards. They're just playing the long game here. They're going to try to get exposed armor up onto this Paladin potentially, just utilizing the Sheep Shot and the Re-Stealth to get combo points.
Okay. I like it so far.
Closing the distance back onto Rikta here. Rikta's eating, drinking just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a mana discrepancy there.
Blood Fairy gets popped. Cheap Shot comes out onto Rikta. Exposed armor is not on them. The crippling poison has been applied. The kidney shot's going to come down afterwards. They're going to trinket out of it and put the melee down onto Rahman. Rahman down to about 60% HP. The stone form is going to come out.
Tidal lands again into an Iron Grenade that will get vanished.
I think it got resisted, maybe vanish. I'm not sure which it was. Rahman down to about 37% HP. He sprints away from Rikta right now. Rikta has plenty of mana to deal with this fight.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what just happened there. I was looking from pretty far away, but either way, we do see the sap come out and a bandage also from Rahman's. Decides he wants to go cheeky a little bit. The delayed Blessing of Protection to interrupt the bandage, and he wants to go aggressive. Second vanish is going to be an issue here.
The cheap shot's going to come down. The kidney shot is afterwards. Rikta down to about 50%, 60% HP. Rahman using the energy drink just to try to get more mana, or more energy potentially here.
Blind.
Net lands, but he blinds. Interesting.
Man, How does Rahman want to handle this?
Either nothing. Decided to use it aggressively. Might get punished for it here. No, that's going to be it.
Yeah, Rikta is going to just get this victory here onto Rahman. I don't think there's much they're going to be able to do about that one, unfortunately. So, was that the second one? Yeah, that was the second one, wasn't it? Was that 1 or 2? Yeah, that was 2. That was 2.
Fear vs. Chem. I'm seeing people want to see Fear vs. ChemDog. Furwind versus ChemDog.
Yep. Furwind versus ChemDog.
We wanted to make it best of 5, easy 3-0 Furwind. No offense, Chem. I love you.
Jeffalump, sorry I'm not giving you the attention you deserve in the chat. Fellow Jeff in the chat. He's baby raging. He's not getting any attention from Jeffy. I'm sorry, buddy. If you come back in the coming days, I promise I am more interactive with chat. But during these tournaments, it's hard to do both, honestly, as much as I'd like to. Chem versus Furwind.
Pretty hype. Pretty hype for my boy ChemDog here.
ChemDog fighting Furwind here, the winner of the last dueling tournament here. There is going to be an intercept going down onto Furwind here, potentially. The Berserker's Rage has been used as well. The Wing Clip is on him, so they are slowed down. ChemDog down to half HP already. Does he have any more gap close, or is this going to be a swift win for Furwind? Scatter Shot's going to come down. Feign Death as well. The freezing trap has been placed. They're creating the distance.
Like, I have never seen a more dominant display of handle. The boots come out. What purpose do they serve? Grenade lands nowhere. Trinket intercepts, comes in, boots still ticking.
Intimidating shout.
The intimidating shout does come out.
Sapper, though.
Yeah. They get out of that quite quickly, and then they end up putting down the sapper. It's one of those reasons why in the tournament we were allowing the in the big tournaments we were going to allow, I believe it was helmet with the warriors versus I believe it was the hunters and the mages, and I forgot if it was the rogues or the warlocks as well. I added an updated rule list on it'll be updated further before the 26th. It's going to be the second duel. Chem charges in on Furwind. The wing slip comes out. He uses the intercept, uses the trinket to get out of the slow. The scatter shot's going to come down onto ChemDog right now. It is going to be a freezing trap placed down as well. They're down to about 80% health, give or take. There's not much danger in terms of where Furwind is out. They are going to get the rapid fire. The full aim shot comes down. The multi shot comes down afterwards. They're just going to put they got everything, and they got the concussion too. The grenade is not going to connect. Gem's just trying to run at him right now. He uses the left giving gem. He charges back in, but the wing clip has slowed him down once again.
It's a lot, man.
Just too much damage coming out from the Hunter right now. Furwind showing that they have what it takes to take this all the way. To be honest with you, ChemDog, I didn't even necessarily have any critiques. I didn't even have a misplay. It was just one of those where the Hunter just handled them very heavily, and just maybe potentially having the advantage in that matchup. The next round is going to be Captain Bobster versus Champagne Papi. The poor warriors. Poor warriors. So as Captain versus El Chapo here, the young hunter coming out to show everyone that he has what it takes to win these dueling tournaments. He's came quite close already, but I'd like to see if he's able to clutch this one or not. El Chapo is one of those where I don't know if I've had the privilege of casting him outside of this particular tournament. It's been the first time, but they've done well so far.
Scatter shot.
Yeah, we'll see, Captain. If Captain's on, he's going to go into peace mode. If he's off, he's off. We'll see.
The dueling flag is going to come down. Giggity. The Fire Ward is still on the Mage right now. They have the Ice Barrier as well. They're going to instantly use the MQG and try to pump out the Polymorph, but the Scatter Shot is going to interrupt that. They are going to just go ahead and put the Tidal Charm as well. It is going to get blinked, but the trap is going to be avoided. Kona Cold is going to slow the Hunter, getting in the Hunter's dead zone, approximately 5 to 8 yards range. The Arcane Explosion once comes out. Arcane Explosion twice comes out. Arcane Explosion thrice comes out. The Hunter trying to lure him over the trap. They're going to get intimidated, but they use the Ice Block immediately to get in the Freezing Trap, but it gets broken out of. They are going to just go ahead and use the Cold Snap. They put the Kona Cold down, and then the Frost Nova, and then try
into a Tidal, though.
The title
Good
is hit.
response there, but will it be enough? That's the question. Scatter comes out. This is interesting.
He needs
It's
HP
tough.
back. He needs a med pouch. He needs a bandage, something. There's no bandage left up. There's going to be a Fire Blast rotated in, and Child Chapo will take the win.
He gave himself an opportunity there towards the end, but it was a really tight window.
Good duel indeed. Captain, can he take it back? Or will it be Chapo going on to the next round? The Scatter Shot's going to come down. The Feign Death Trap is afterwards. They get out of it immediately. I don't know if the pet hit him or what it was. There's going to be an Intimidation put down onto the Mage. They blink out of it. The Tidal Charm goes down onto the pet. I don't think they tried to do that. I think they tried to put it on the Hunter. The Hunter is going to get Polymorphed right now. El Chapo is going for the pet, actually. I like it. The Fire Blast, the Kona Cold.
Yeah, there you go.
Re-polymorphs once again. They put the Ice Barrier on themselves. Are they going to put the Frostbolt? No, they put one more polymorph down. The full Frostbolt afterwards, sitting in the Hunter's dead zone, approximately 5 to 8 yards range. They put the Frost Nova down. They put the full Frostbolt down. There is going to be a Tidal Charm put down onto the Mage. There is going to be an Arcane Shot put down on them afterwards. The Furbuck Pouch is healing the Hunter up. The full Frostbolt comes, or the rank 1 Frostbolt comes out. The Ignite is going to hit because the crit it comes out from the Fire Blast. The Kona Cold will slow them down. The Frost Nova will put them in place. The Thorium Grenade is going to hit the Hunter. The full Frostbolt comes out. Fire Blast after.
Lots of damage. No Furblog available either. No Feign Death, but the grenade in response comes out, blinks it. Decides it's going to be easy enough to just finish it out.
El Chapo with the
Very
swift
well
win.
played, dude.
Yeah, well played.
El Chapo played that pretty well. It's really tough when you manipulate that 5 to 8 yard range. It really is.
And for those that want to see more content from Captain Bobster, the Hunter that put up a good fight, they're right there in the chat. Consider dropping them a follow. They're a young Hunter on the scene, an up-and-coming player that certainly always provides good duels when they show up here. Can someone link the bracket? I certainly could. This is going to be, this next duel is going to be Chance versus Hippy. Good luck to both players. Round 1.
I think we have another mage, or I'm sorry, rogue versus druid here.
And the Chance is just giving him the opener. I think that might even be the proper way to do it. They come out with the ambush potentially, or the cheap shot is going to get avoided. They're going to use the sapper as well, putting Chance down to about 50% HP. There is going to be a stun put down onto the rogue. They're going to heal themselves up. The rejuvenation comes down. The medicine pouch does as well. The moonfire, the insect swarm. They keep their distance. They go back into bear form. They have the abolished poison on. Abolished poison is on. They can't be blinded.
comes out as well.
Blind.
The
Worth
Barks.
noting, Bash landed this matchup. He does cleanse the blind off himself as well.
He puts down the insect swarm, puts down the moonfire as well. He just played so precisely by the books. Once again, the abolished poison is being used so perfectly.
And you can play like that when you get the early bash and it lands into an orc rogue. You can start playing like that. You can start being a little bit more aggressive because you know.
They're opening up right onto Chance immediately. The Chief House comes out. They're going to just use the kidney shot potentially afterwards. The sapper has already been used. Chance just trying to get away right now. The rejuvenation comes down. The medicine pouch does again too. One moonfire goes out onto Hippy. Abolish poison is on them as well. They got caught out from bear form just a second ago last duel, but they had the bark skin up. It didn't even matter. They have the entangling roots on them and nature's grasp as well. Hippy's going to be hit by that. The charge goes back in on them. The blind is going to hit Chance, but he still has abolish poison, so he gets out of it immediately. Puts the moonfire down as well. Puts the thorium grenade. It does not connect, but he doesn't need it. The moonfire will finish them off, and it will be Victor Chance. Good duels. Good duels. Good duels.
Yeah, good duels. Yeah.
Hot damn. What good duel today. The next one is going to be Babka versus Stormax.
This is gonna be interesting right here.
I gotta say, I feel like I've been seeing a fair few druids that just aren't as good about putting that on occasion about the abolish when they need to be. Let's see if we see the abolish properly here, or if it'll be one of the determining factors with this matchup that gives Babka the upper hand. Or will Stormax be able to put that abolish poison down effectively? And in which case, if he does, will Babka be able to burst through it all?
I think that a question you have to ask is how comfortable is Stormax versus Rogue, and how comfortable is Babka versus Druid? And I would venture to say that I think Stormax might be a little bit more comfortable versus Rogue on Druid. So we'll see how that goes. Babka's also been playing super aggressive. I think they're resetting their cooldowns right now as well. So we really have seen a super fucking aggressive Babka tonight.
Oh, yeah,
So
I agree.
We will see. And that might be what he wants in this matchup. But again,
Applying those poisons just to make sure that they're up for the duel. Babka starting out the duel, potentially stealthing up. Are we going to see a slow start where he saps cheap shots and gets the exposed armor? Or will this be one where he just goes all out?
I'm going to guess a no. Honestly, I don't know. The way he's been playing tonight, I didn't think so.
So aggressive. Cheap shot comes out, exposed armor does as well. Gouge is going to hit. Blind is going to connect.
I'm going to blind you before you can even put up abolish. Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Still in bear form, so that's nice. The cheap shot's going to come out.
AGM comes out. Still, Furblog is available for Stormax right now. We do see he has it equipped. The shout comes out.
He goes for the Frenzied Regeneration. The Furbolg House is going to come out and see this while healing. They're down to about 40% HP, 30% HP, weaving up and down. The crippling poison is applied. The exposed armor is still on them. Babo trying to bob them down here. Babo's very comfortable right now. Stormax is just slowly walking towards them here. They do get the get the blind off? I didn't see that they got the blind off. The Blausch poison is on him. The Nature's Wisdom comes out, gives them the healing touch as well. But the Blausch poison is on him. The blind comes out, but it stops it immediately.
Tough. Yeah, and again, caught the tail end of that abolish, but he covers it with a grenade right now. But we see the boots come out, and now this is different.
This is difficult for Babo. He puts the title charm out. He opens back up onto Storm here. The War Stomp comes out, but it doesn't matter. Babka has enough damage. He got caught out of bear form. He got a crit down. So it's going to be round one for Babo.
And that was a hard duel to even keep up with, let alone kind of go over everything we just saw. But yeah, both players doing really well there. That was pretty crazy.
Are we going to see a reverse sweep here? The dueling flag is going to come down. How will Babka deal with this one? Is it gonna? I think you're right. I think he's playing so aggressively tonight. We're not seeing.
He's just been playing like a He's been playing like a savage all night. He's just gonna keep bringing the house. We're gonna see it again right.
The cheap shot's going down. He's not fucking around with the sap and exposed armor. He just
Look
wants
at
to
that
go
shit.
right
He
in on
doesn't
it.
give a fuck. It's calculated. He doesn't care. I'm willing to get rid of those cooldowns. I still got Blood Rage. Let's see how much damage I do.
They're trying to put.
AGM comes out though. That's good by Stormax. He's recognizing this. There goes Furblog as well.
Yeah, they're going to use the Frenzied Rejuvenation. They're going to use the Medicine Pouch as well. They're back up to 50% HP. They're back up to 60% HP. They weave down to 50% HP once again. But Babka is completely healthy right now. The Abolish Poison comes out on a Stormax. The Cheap Shot does, but it rapidly is going to fade afterwards. They are going to be putting the War Stomp down, but they get stunned immediately from Kidney Shot as well. So Babka is going to get out of that before them. There is not going to be Abolish Poison on them anymore.
Into another blind, and there's the second blind. He's like, okay, we traded stuns. I'm gonna BM.
Oh,
coming in.
The sap comes out.
Questionable BM. You have to have an iron set of nuts.
Yeah, you certainly do. The sap goes down.
And a Stormax. No, sir.
The total disrespect, but it's justly he's able to do it. He gets away with the dance. He has the cheap shot. He has the sapper charge. It's enough to take them down. It's going to be a 2-0 for Babka.
Babka takes it 2-0.
The next one is going to be Rikta versus Furwind. And for those that were wondering who that wonderful rogue was, their name is Babka. Babka Wow. me see if I have their link handy still. Right here. I got it handy still. If anyone was wondering who that rogue was or wants to see some more duels from their perspective, going over to Babka and say hello to him. This is going to be Rikta versus Furwind. Round 1. Fight! The Hammer of Justice comes down and it's going to instantly get trinketed afterwards. They're going to get slowed down, but they are going to just use the Hand of Freedom to get out of it. The Scatter Shot comes down, and they use a Feign Death in the trap, but the trap gets resisted. The net goes down onto the Hunter here. There is going to be a Concussion Shot, but it's not going to proc, so there is no slow that's going to be applied because of that. The Hand of Salvation on themselves. Rikta getting very low here. They have about 10% HP. They bubble and use a Holy Light. Furwind
getting Holy Light X2. He's looking at probably, what, 30% mana coming out of all of it.
Yeah, he has. Oh, he even got the trap off.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
He bandages himself right back up. Just playing safe right now. Not fully, but because he still wants distance. Multi-shot comes out. Auto shot does. They are going to use the concussion shot proc there on the stun. I don't think they had intimidation. They are going to just keep pumping the damage onto Rikta from afar. There is going to be another auto shot. One auto shot, two auto shot. Land hands comes out. The scatter shot is going to connect.
OH comes out again. We see another situation where if you anticipate the cooldowns, you learn how to play around them. Freedom being a little bit of a pain in the ass, but overall just being outplayed. There comes the Furblog. There comes the AGM, saving resources, utilizing those items when he knows that it's at this point he's playing the long game. And look at his mana pool, literally nothing. And he's got enough mana to cast multiple spells right now.
The full aim shot comes down, the multi does afterwards, and the auto is going to connect. One more auto, two more autos. The Viper Sting is on Rikta. He's just playing this one safely just in case, but it's the first round is going to go to Furwind here.
And even through lay on hands.
And Furwind is actually a content creator as well. I had just met him. I hadn't had the privilege of seeing him play besides for tonight. I was going to ask somebody in the chat preemptively if they were able to link Furwind's Twitch chat. Are there a Twitch channel? Because I didn't have that one handy, and I don't think it's just Furwind. This is going to be round 2. Can Rikta come back? Thank you, Turns.
I'm telling you, it's going to come down to how do players manage their resources. So we see the Barov Peasant Collar come out pretty early into a net.
They're putting the net down to 77% HP right now. Rikta using the Hand of Freedom. The servants are just beating down on him right now, though. Onto the Hunter, that is. But they're going for the pet, thankfully, which is quite good, I think, for the Hunter.
Divine Shield comes out. Saber Charge. While Divine shielded, but we do see the AGM in response. So we're going to see some kiting. I don't think I've seen Furblog yet. He's going to go for the bandage first. Title comes out, lands.
Uses the Hand of Freedom once again just to get himself out of that. The Blessing of Freedom here right now. They're going to keep the distance with the Hunter, sitting at about 5 to 8 yards range. They're getting dangerously low. They're in execute range.
There.
Yeah, that's going to be enough.
Yep. And just a late medicine pouch there. Waited way too long on that one, I think. In my, get that ticking a little bit earlier. Get yourself a little bit more of a buffer there when you're, when you're in that sort of vulnerable kiting sort of transition.
This is the first one for a while here. Rikta is going to dispel himself from the concussion shot. The scatter shot is going to come down. The Blessing of Freedom, or the Hand of Freedom is going to be coming down on them. This trap goes down onto Rikta. Despite there being the servants as well, he was able to actually be precise with that. Full aim shot goes down. Multi-shot does afterwards, but it didn't do very much damage. Rikta actually bubbled it. He didn't want to take that damage. He's getting very offensive with his bubbles. I think that actually is what won him the last one, and it's what maybe might win him this one as well. The grenade is going to connect with the Rikta. The medicine pouch is on him too. Rikta's down to about 70% HP right now. The Hand of Freedom is still on him, right now. The Blessing of Freedom is still on him. The Hand of Justice is going to come down onto the
scatter. There it is, and then there's the trap right there. Now, how much damage can he realistically do, knowing Divine Shield is down? So he has a lot of confidence here, I would imagine.
Yeah,
There's the lay on hands there.
the full aim comes down, the full multi does afterwards, but he uses that lay on hands, but he's already chipped down to about 40% health lower than he should be from that moment. The stone form has come out, so there's no serpent sting that's going to happen. That little extra armor might be just what he needs to win this, but I'm not so sure. There is going to be a wing clip that goes down onto Rikta, but he gets that off quite quickly. The scatter shot comes down. The freezing trap does afterwards, keeping the look at the pet control, just staying right next to Rikta.
Yep.
The full frost. The full aim shot multi is going to be enough to just take them down. Victor is Furwind.
Yeah, and that was clean.
This is going to be a best of 5. I want to do a best of 5 for the semifinals and the finals. And this will be between Champagne Papi and Chance. Best of 5, friends. The semifinals, everybody. Good luck. Good luck to both of you. This is going to be Chance versus El Chapo here. Opening up onto the mage here. They put the pounce down. They put the rake down. They put the rape down as well. The insect swarm is going to happen. They're using the man quickening gem on the mage right now. They're trying to put the rank 1 frostbolt down. Potentially even the full rank. I didn't see if they have full time for it. Chance just keeping himself far away from them. The rejuvenation comes down. The regrowth does afterwards. It is going to get counterspelled. The Coda Cold is going to hit Chance. The Fire Blast does afterwards. There is going to be a Moonfire put down onto El Chapo. The medicine pouch is implemented here, but they don't have the rejuvenation taking on them right now. They put the full fireball down on them. The bear is going to charge out. They instantly ice block it. The title charm goes down onto Chance. And they just Coda Cold them afterwards. They use the arena trinket just to get a little bit more HP, just a little bit more resources back. They put the regrowth on themselves, and are they going to be able to innervate? Are they going to innervate? They use the bear form. Are they going to charge? No, they shift right back out. The Moonfire, the insect swarm, trying to win this game in the long term. They use the innervate as well. El Chapo did use the medicine pouch. He's trying to evocate over here where he is going to be safer. The Moonfire goes down onto him again. The insect swarm once again.
Evening out a little bit here. Yeah, a lot of space right now. There's a lot of space in this duel going.
El Chapo has half HP right now. I think the biggest thing is Chance is just going to need to pluck away at him, but honestly, will he have enough mana to deal with it, to heal himself up and do the damage he needs to? I think he needs to get aggressive like the bear form as he did to pump out the melees as well. The Nature Swift and Healing Touch is going to come out. The Thorium Grenade is not going to connect. The Wrath is going to get counterspelled.
It does connect, yes indeed. So big time trouble here.
Getting away here with the cheetah form. El Chapo has the HP to deal with this right now. Or the mana, but does he have the HP? The Wrath is going to connect. The second Wrath is going to come out.
Well.
Moonfire comes out. And oh, wait, it's not enough. El Chapo takes the first duel. That was so close.
Very interesting watching that one play out. That was a really fun duel to watch.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
that was
a lot
really
of
close.
space during that duel. They really spread out there at one point.
They're going to reset this duel here. This is just going to be a forfeit reset. These are great. They're both great duelers, honestly. I'm glad it's a best of 5. The dueling flag comes down. They open up onto El Chapo here. They're going to just use the pounce. I think the pounce was resisted. The Frost Nova is going to come down. There is still a rake on them as well, and a Moonfire. This is not the best start in the world. The
Furblog there as well, and it looks like he's getting a lot of value out of it. As a matter of fact, goes for the bear form, gets the Moonfire off. Doesn't decide to go with the Wrath there, figuring something else might be more effective.
Oh no!
Lots of damage coming in right now, but AGM does come out. So here's the question: does he get the War Stomp? He does. He goes for the NS, and then this is effectively just a reset at this point. Still a little bit behind.
The regrowth comes out.
Gets the regrowth, and now it's
Grenade's not going to connect. The thing about El Chapo is he's getting distance right now. He's trying to get the evocate off again. Is Chance going to allow it?
That's the exact game you got to play right now. You got to make sure that he doesn't get that evocate off because that could be a problem, and he's getting the majority of it off. So now this is a whole nother thing.
Oh, this is scary. I think that might be the determining factor here. The grenade is going to connect from Chance this time, and there's going to be a full wrath afterwards. There's going to be a frostbolt from El Chapo, but it's just a wizard's duel as they're casting spell after spell. Chance is going to use the bark skin, but he's going to get silenced afterwards. Into bear form, trying to stun here, potentially. The enrage is on them. They shift out of the Frost Nova. They Moonfire once. They're insect swarming as well. El Chapo's getting low. They're trying to just get offensive in Wrath right now as well. Is it going to be enough?
Goddamn close. It's oh
it
my
is.
Lord. And the rank 1 Wrath spam coming in at the end of that duel.
Ah, damn, well played. That was such a good duel.
And Chance decides that, you know what, fuck it, dude. Let this. He spent his mana on the Moonfire and Insect Swarm, and he said, okay, fuck it, and just started spamming rank 1s. And I think I saw 3 before I saw that was
absolutely bonkers.
Very close. Very close.
What a good series so far. It's going to be 1-1 Chance versus El Chapo in the late nights, Friday night late night fights here. I couldn't be happier with the outcome of how tonight has gone in terms of the turnout. Everybody has been signing up in full force and trying to take a part of the chaos on this fine Friday. Let's see what happens in round 2. Chance versus El Chapo, 1-1.
Yeah, dude. Good game so far for sure.
They might need a reset. That's true. Honestly, the small should be taken off. No small, and that's how it is in the tournaments. No small if it's not a dispel class.
Yeah, I'm having trouble targeting El Chapo, but looks like he's clicking it off.
There we go. Yeah, I should have caught that. That's bad on the. I'm glad he said something. Opening, I should have said something. That is an official rule as well. The Pounce is going to come down. The Rake is as well. The Rip is going to get hit. The Insect Swarm and Moonfire are going. No, they're going to reset this one.
Blind.
No, totally understandable. So you're allowed all the transformables in the Noggin Fogger if it's a Purge class to try to hide your buffs, but otherwise it's a no-go. The Pounce comes out. There's going to be a Rip afterwards, and they're not going to have time for the Rake, but they do put the Insect Swarm and the Moonfire as well. And Mind Quickening Gem from the Mage right now. They do put a full Fireball onto Soda right now. They are going to be able to put the Rejuve on themselves. Are they going to try for the Regrowth? Are they going to get silenced? So another Moonfire goes out. They're just keeping a distance. They know that Mage is very dangerous.
We see a common theme here with the way that Chance plays Druid. He creates a lot of distance. He's very comfortable playing from very, very far away. In fact, it seems like that he favors getting as much distance as possible throughout. And we see it starting to pay off.
Now he does put the Rejuve on himself for the regrowth afterwards. He's putting the Feral Charge down onto El Chapo here. They're going to get stunned temporarily. The Frost Nova is going to come out. They're instantly shifting out of it because they don't want to get Shatter Crit combo. Another Moonfire goes down onto El Chapo. Regrowth is going to get interrupted by the Silence right up. The Rank 1 Frostbolt is going to slow Chance down just a little bit. The Arcane Missiles, I think, was a brilliant maneuver.
Exactly. And what do we see here now? We see an infinite amount of space between these two players, both respecting each other's ability to actually set something. So now it's a game of cat and mouse.
Oh, El Chapo fled! Oh no! That's technically a 2-1. I mean, Chance said go again. If he wants to be honorable,
again.
Okay,
yeah,
so it's a 1-1.
Go again.
Redueling.
Yeah, go again.
He's saying rematch, so it's 1-1.
Yeah, he said go again? Question mark.
What an honorable opponent. Honorable. We've had honor throughout the fight, the duels, the whole nights, throughout the whole night. People have been willing to get opened up on in the Rogue versus Rogue. They're going to reset this year. The 1-1. The reduel comes out.
So a really classy move by Chance there, but I think everybody wants to see another round.
Psychic scream.
The Kona Cold is going to connect. The Fireball afterwards. Will it hit Soda? It will.
Let's come out. Significant damage as well. Reapplies the rank 1 Frostbolt there as well. He does have some hot sticking. He also popped his offhand there, so we'll see a little bit more healing coming out of that. Bear form right now. Kona Cold lands.
Frost Nova is going to connect, but they shift out of it. But the Thorium Grenade is still going to land. The full Frostbolt and Fire Blast does afterwards. Chance getting very low here. Uses the Nature Swiftness heal just to get himself in a more comfortable position. The full Wrath is going to come down. El Chapo resetting it with the Ice Block. The Kona Cold comes out afterwards. Innervate and Barkskin are used by Chance here, just cycling in the Moonfire, cycling out the Insect Swarm, trying to kill this mage to the best of their ability. Scorch is going to go down. 2 Scorch is going to go down. The full Thorium Grenade is going to connect. They don't have time for the Wrath. They get out of it.
Counterspell as well right there from El Chapo. The counterspell blanketed. Failing to realize there it is. And now we see a situation here where El Chapo is low on mana and low on cooldowns. And so Chance is just going to push forward.
The Frost Nova.
He has to be careful here, his HP. And we do see the AGM come out. Definitely worth it there. El Chapo's second Ice Block comes out. And the healing is just going to keep. He has more than enough mana to finish this out.
The Frost Nova's not going to hit. The Chance doesn't have much more mana, but El Chapo doesn't have much more anything. It's going to be 2-1 Soda.
There it is.
So, 2-1 then? I think they're just going to go with the best of 3 at that point. In either way, he had won the 1 duel. Well played. If they didn't want to count the 1 duel, it would technically be 2-1 and they'd have 1 more.
That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, that was such a good series. All right, let's go to the next duel then. Okay, the next duel is going to be Babka. Oops, I did that wrong. Oopsies. Submit scores. Oopsies. The next duel is going to be Babka versus Furwind. Yeah, Chance doing very good tonight. Babka versus Furwind here. Who will go to the finals?
Psychic Scream.
This is best of 5 here. Best of 5.
So, Furwind been playing pretty well tonight as well. Babka being exceptionally aggressive in his approach this evening. It's going to be interesting to see these two people play against each other.
He's going for the pet. He saps the hunter right now. He goes for the wolf immediately. Starts putting the damage down onto the wolf right here.
Blind.
There it is. Yeah, he secures it too. He's just fuck it. So pet's down. 1 blind. Everything else he pops after here is pretty much irrelevant because prep's coming.
The scatter shot comes down, but he's not able to trap because the frost plaster has been put down. The grenade is going to connect, and Furwind is trying to create a distance for himself here. The cheap shot comes down onto our kidney shot comes down onto the hunter right now. There is going to be the servant speeding out on him as well, so the trap it might not be possible to put the trap down. The blind goes down onto the hunter.
It's tough. Yeah, the defensives
down.
come out, and so now Babka's in a situation where he has to fully reset. While flare is a thing. Yeah, and so he settled for gouge there when he was going for sap. How is he supposed to regenerate? Yeah, and there's a trap.
Babel playing that one, I felt well, but Furwind playing it even better. They put him in a trap. They put the aim shot multi down, and they take the first win. It will be 1-0 Furwind.
Yeah, it's tough. He needed a full reset there, and obviously being on top of a flare isn't exactly the best place to set that up. He made an attempt with gouge there at the end, and he didn't have any of the tools that he actually.
Let's see if Babel's able to keep up the aggression that he's been presenting the whole night, or if this is going to be one that goes towards the hunter and they end up going into the finals. Now, I still love to do the 3rd place matchup potentially after this one ends up ending. Before we do the finals, let's see what ends up going down though. They're going to open up onto the Furwind right here. There is going to be a deterrence. The medicine pouch is on them as well, and the Skull of Impending Doom is put down onto Babel, so they can't necessarily use that freezing trap, and it'd be hard anyway because there's so many servants. performance. Babo's just going absolutely all in. Deterrence is going down. The trinket is giving them that little bit of extra cushion they need in terms of HP. They're still at full. Furwind is still at full with everything that's happened so far. With the medicine pouch and everything else, the grenade is going to miss. The aim shot is going to connect. The multi will hit as well, and those autos are just plucking away at Babka, and the concussion shot is going to proc, and it stuns him. The blind comes out. Potentially just try to gouge the pet and bandage back up, but I don't know if there's much hope for it.
Makes that, difficult right there.
It is.
I don't necessarily see a way out here for Babka.
Babka's dancing. He knows it. This one's not happening for him. It's 2-1 for Furwind. This is going to be potentially the final. 2-0 right now. If Furwind wins this one, he will go on to the finals. But Babo can still reverse sweep this one. It's possible. It's going to be hard, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy, especially the way that Furwind's playing. It's going to be really difficult to play your game if you can't, if he can't control the fight because Furwind's playing around too much stuff. I mean, we saw him play around everything that last match, including bandage, which really shut him down. That was the last hope he had, and even Furwind was on top of that, so...
The next duel is going to come out. Babka really has his work cut out for him right now. The reset needs to happen here. Babo versus Furwind. Round 3. Fight. They're going to stealth up right now. Considering their options. Likely starting with the cheap shot. Will they go for the rogue though? Or sorry, will they go for the hunter pet? Or will they go right for the hunter?
Yeah, that's interesting. We've been seeing a lot of going for the hunter pet, and it seems it's going to be the play here again.
He's even going so far as to use the energy potion right now to try to finish them as fast as they can. They need to blind Furwind. They do.
He wants to get out of the way, and there's the blind, so it's the same opener we saw last match. Hits him with the dance, so... Cheap shot lands.
The trap... Oh, the trap lands despite the servants.
So...
This is rough for Babo.
Flare right on top. And that's tough. Serpent's thing also up, vanish.
They're just trying to get completely aggro here with the hunter. The rapid fire is still on and the deterrence is up. They still have that trinket up. The shield is protecting them. The pouch is putting them in a healthier life total.
We see the same defensives from last match. The AGM plus the Furblock combo. But we do see him get the full bandage here, so we will see how this works out. He's not exactly on top of the flare, but it doesn't matter because he scatters into a trap. And I think both vanishes have been used.
I think you're right. I think Babo knows this one's over. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be end up being a Druid Hunter matchup to finish off the finale. It's been a great duel, but it is going to be Furwind taking the 3-0 over Babka. Good duel.
Good duels there, yeah. Furwind playing really well.
And if we'd like to, we can do the losers matchup. It's going to be Babka versus Champagne Papi. If we wanted to do the best of 3, or sorry, the best of 5 third place matchup. And then we'll do the first place. Reflectors are allowed, for sure. Are we just going right to the finals? We're just going. It's right to the finals.
Jeffo. Yeah, man. I'm ready to get into it.
Right to the finals. Chance versus Furwind here. I can summon you for the finals here.
Interesting stuff here.
This is going to be a best of 5. Potentially could have done best of 7, but I didn't want to change up the rules last second. I wanted to badly. Maybe they wouldn't have minded if I did. There's going to be Chance popping out into the cat form here, just stealthing up onto the hunter here. He's going for the pet kill. He wants to kill the pet. Moonfire's the pet. Insect Swarm's the pet. Just going right for the pet right now. Giving themselves plenty of space, but he's still eating every single one of those autos. The rejuvenation comes out onto him. He does go ahead and just Moonfire's the pet. Insect Swarm's the pet again. The scatter shot comes down again. He goes into the bear form, but he is just taking so much fucking damage. The grenade is going to connect. He scares Beast. He even scares Beast at the end there for the fun of it. I think the Scare Beast isn't going to last I think the trap is almost going to last longer. He's healing up his pet.
Available here might not be GG. In fact, the Scare Beast might fall off. There it is. He broke it. NS comes out, and there it is. And just like that.
He's going for the pet kill. He still wants to kill that pet, and he's just
still after that pet, isn't he? Yes, sir. And he gets scattered for it.
It seems to be potentially the way to go for these tournaments, but going.
But as a druid, it's really tough to get that burst that you need. As a rogue, it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Is it feasible to pluck away at the pet? I don't know what the right call is here. I haven't seen this matchup as much as I'd like to. This is one of the first times in memory that I've watched much Hunter Druid. We've had a couple of matchups tonight like that.
Here's what I'll say: he's been playing well. If that's what he thinks that he needs to do, then I'd like to see it.
Me too. Me too. All right, this is going to be a round 2 between Furwind and Chance here. He's going for the pet play again. He thinks, holy shit, but look at that damage, Milksteak. Is it too much? He uses the trinket, he uses the bark skin, maybe even out of panic, but this is a hard one for him. He charges in onto the hunter right now. He's moonfiring him as well. Maybe he's going to switch it up. The Scare Beast comes out onto Chance. The scatter shot is going to connect. The Feign Death trap happens as well. But this is rough. The Furwind tries to bandage up his pet, and he's able to do just that. I don't think he's going to be able to do it on himself. He's using the medicine pouch, the full grenade. The grenade is going to come down. The aim shot is as well. There's going to be a Nature Swiftness healed on Chance, and he gets to full, but he instantly gets brought down. There's a rapid fire on this hunter. He goes into bear form, but I don't think there's much they're going to be able to do about it.
Well, we do see Frenzied Regen plus the Rejuve right now, but is it going to be enough? No, it's just not.
Damn.
Deterrence
Damn.
down.
Yeah. Good duel, Furwind. Damn. Good duel, good duel. One more. You have your work cut out for you, Soda. You have your work cut out for you. They've been playing spectacular tonight. This might be just a tougher matchup for him, and I have no idea what you should do differently. I have no idea if you're all in the hunter or what. But either way, Furwind is protecting their pet pretty well here.
Hunter's just been a consistent thorn in this bracket. We always see hunters doing pretty well. Pretty much every tournament you see hunters in the top 3 for sure. So I don't know, it's a strong class. It's hard to 1v1. There's a lot of things that you have to do, and it's
this is round 3 between final potentially. This could be the grand finale of that particular matchup here. Will Furwind take another tournament here? Will he take another W? Or will Chance be able to reverse sweep this one? He opens up onto the hunter here.
Lands the pounce, big deal there. Yep.
The pounce, the insect swarm. Are we going to see him just try to kill the hunter? It seems as though the damage is split. He's not sure what to do right now. He's going for both of them. The Moonfire is going on both of them. It is going to be a bark skin. They do have bark skin up, but I think it's going to fade, and they're caught out of bear form. This is so ugly. The full aim shot comes down.
Problematic. NS is still available. It's not an emergency just yet. The conch shot comes out, but it does not proc. We'd see AGM as well. Lots of good things going for Chance right now. With Innervate, he might be able to make a comeback here. The wolf is almost dead. And we're seeing it's actually dead. So we see the Innervate come out. We might have an opportunity here.
Scatter shot.
Scatter comes out, though, and an unfortunate timing as well. That's difficult because aim shot's gonna really hurt right here.
Down.
Yeah, he's going for the skeleton. It's possible Chance isn't going to hit with this aim shot. It looks like
interrupts the bandage with it.
Oh my goodness, that skeleton MVP. Honestly, the Moonfire comes down. The Insect Swarm it does as well. Chance chasing down his opponent. The healing touch isn't going to come out. The Wrath is going to connect. The Wing Clip was proc. and it keeps them in place, but I don't think they care. They're saying, this is go a battle. I do want to stand still for. I do want a Wrath. I do want a Moonfire. I want to take this home, but is he going to be able to do it? The Frost Nova Trap is going to resist as well. The gods are on Chance's side right now as he takes the match. It's going to be 1-2. Chance versus versus Furwind in this amazing matchup. Will he be able to reverse sweep it? Oh. Chance killed Stormwind.
Clawing his way back, man. That's what we love to see.
I think I wanted to say Stormax there, and it's like, no, Jeff, Stormax is not in this tournament, but it was too late. The words Storm were out of my mouth, so we went right to win. That was the next word with Storm in it that came to mind. Who will win this next match? Hot damn. Making me sit at the edge of my seat. They're going to go on to Chance here. The Rejuvenation is on them. They do have the Bark Skin out. They're putting the Thorium Grenade out, but it's not going to connect. The Scatter Shot's going to come out. They're going to feign Death and Trap as well. But the heal is real right now. Chance is kind of healing back up with the Rejuvenation slowly but steadily, but so is this Hunter in terms of healing up his pet. The grenade is going to land. It's going to resist. The full aim shot comes down. The Moonfire is back onto the pet. Oh my goodness. Nature Swiftness heal comes out, but they're instantly down to half HP already. I just don't know if they have what it takes to win here. They go into bear form. They try to charge the pet. They use the War Stomp. They're using the Regrowth as well. The Rejuvenation and potentially even the Innervate on themselves. They're trying to kill off the pet. This is their moment.
Again,
it has to happen.
Very uphill right now, but possible.
It's possible. I don't even actually see where the Hunter is right now. The pet is down. Is Chance going to take this opportunity to get resources? Where is the Hunter even at? I don't know if this is ideal for the Hunter. I'm not sure where they actually are right now. Did they lag out? Oh no, I think they lagged.
They're right there.
They relogged. Oh no. Chance is like, I am taking this opportunity. I am going to get this win here. The concussion shot comes out.
No, they're both there, yeah.
He got DC'd. It's just something that happens from time to time, but this is anyone's game. Either player can win this. As the scatter shot comes down, the freezing trap does afterwards. They are going to heal themselves up with that bandage. Chance is very comfortable. The grenade is going to connect this time. The aim shot is afterwards. They're caught out of bear form. The multi-shot's going to connect. The auto shot is afterwards. The concussion shot's going to proc. It's going to stun him. The wing clap's going to come out. A charge comes in from the bear right now. The deterrence comes out the deterrence comes out as well. They are going to parry more. Regrowth will hit. Rejuvenation hits afterwards. Another Moonfire. Another Insect Swarm. Trying to close the gap onto this Hunter. Staying in their dead zone. The grenade is not going to connect. It's going to resist. The Frost. The feint. They don't even need. They use the scatter shot. They use the feint death. They use the trap once again. Getting caught out of bear form as those hots are taking them up right now. Furwind has about 33%, 40% HP, 50% HP, rapidly approaching full. Are they going to be able to do it? No, they can't get full, but they can get 40%. The Moonfire comes out. The Insect Swarm potentially afterwards. The Summoned Skeleton is going to be summoned onto their opponent right now. The Scare Beast comes out, but will they shift? They shipped out of it. The full Wrath is going to come down, and in round 2 goes to Soda. 2-2 each player. This is going to be for the grand finale of the tournament. Who is going to take it? Oh. Babka.
So here we are, 2-2 tied up. How about it?
Babka with the host. Welcome everybody from Babka's community. Welcome, Babka. You played immaculately tonight. You played well. I was a joy casting you. My ears, oh my goodness. Did my mic do something? God damn, I need a new mic. I'm so sorry, everybody. It's going to be Chance versus Furwind here. The dueling flag goes down.
And this is a must-win for both players. Always my favorite types of matches to watch.
the best of 5 here. I am like my leg is shaking, my heart's going. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right now. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I certainly want to find out. The Frost, they are going to put the scatter shot down. They put the feign death trap afterwards. They are in the bark skin, but they're not getting very good value on the bark skin right now. They're healing the pet back up. They weren't able to bandage it, but they were able to bend pet it. The grenade is going to come down. The aim shot's going to follow afterwards. The multi shot's going to connect to the auto. The nature swiftness heal puts them back at a little bit more of a comfortable HP total, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if they can do this one. They're going to get oh my goodness.
Devastating right there.
That
big imp conch.
That might have ruined any chance that they had potentially.
There's the scatter to follow it up. If he gets the trap, this is it right here. We do see some regen, but with nature swiftness down, highly unlikely.
Oh, that was a good fucking duel. That was a good fucking duel, but what can you do at the end of the day? The improved concussion shot might have done it. He wants another one, but that was actually technically it. Good duel. GG, everyone.
Yeah, that was a really fucking good series.
We could do it best of BO7, but it was BO5.
Best of 7.
I mean, if they want to, if the
get
finalists want BO7, we can. You're They're going to do it again. They want to. yeah. Let's see it. They're doing it. They're doing best of 7. So what is it going to be? 3-2 Soda.
3-2. No.
Oh, sorry. 3-2 Furwind.
3-2 right now. Furwind.
Yeah. I'm a derp skirpa. All right. Let's just keep going. Fuck it, dude. I'm down if they want to do it.
It's another must win for Chance here. So we'll see.
This could be the last round. Opening up with a pounce onto Furwind here is they put the Moonfire and Insect Swarm down onto their pet afterwards. Chance using that trinket, they are going to get full value out of it. They put the bark skin down onto themselves. They put the rejuvenation as well. They do have that enrage on them. They do have the Dire Bear form. They're going to charge in. The Scare Beast comes out and they heal up their pet. That's why we've seen the Druids being so careful with their jumping into the beast form while they're fighting hunters, because Scare Beast can ruin everything. They now lost all advantage they had versus the pet. The grenade is not going to come down. The medicine pouch is going to be there for Furwind here to heal himself up. The shatter shot comes down. They use the feign death trap and they keep the pet right next to Chance here. I don't know. Chance needs to innervate. He needs to swift, potentially even nature swift, to heal himself back
there
up.
It is,
He's trying to create distance for himself.
Yeah. A lot of regen going on right here, but again, the pressure is obviously really coming in hard.
Oh, they had the Frenzied Rejuvenation as well. It was so close, but it's going to be Furwind taking the win with the 4. It was such a good duel. It was such a good series. Furwind will take the win, though.